tonight. So thank you again very much for coming and taking the time to talk with us. And we'll go ahead and start with Mr. Al-Amin. And just flip the microphone switch there. And again, your name and why you're running.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leon L. Alamin. I am a Flint resident in the First Ward of Flint Northwestern High School graduate class of 1999. I am a U of M Flint student right now, studying business and finance. I am a member of the Flint Genesee Chamber of Commerce. I am a newfound author of a book called Pain is Poetry. I am also a community activist, and I run a nonprofit organization called the 3 R's, in which we work with at-risk youth and ex-offenders returning home. One of the reasons that I'm running for the Flint School Board is because I'm very concerned about the direction in which our youth are being directed in the educational system. I believe that the educational system has failed our youth in many areas, and it's time for a new direction.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kenyatta Dotson. I am a lifelong resident of the city of Flint. I love the city immensely. Wouldn't see myself anywhere else, not for a really long time. I am a graduate of Northwestern High School, went to Pierce Elementary, then Whittier, and then graduated from Northwestern. My undergrad is with the University of Michigan Flint, and my graduate degree in social work is with Michigan State University. I'm a current member of Church Without Walls, founder of an organization, 501c3 organization called WOW Outreach, and we really work closely with youth and families highly vulnerable to being a victim or a perpetrator of violence, and believe that violence is perpetuated by unmet needs such as lack of education, lack of support, things of that nature. It is for that reason that I'm running for Flint Community School Board, because I feel like I can provide a significant contribution to individuals who are low income, underprivileged, and have limited access to education.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Betty Ramsdell, and I am also a lifelong resident of the city of Flint, except for a 5-year stint in Chicago, where I taught in Chicago public schools. I was a teacher at Northwestern High School. As a matter of fact, I helped open that school. I graduated from Flint Northern. My children all graduated from Flint Central. I have been on the school board for the last 5 years. And why I ran the first time and why I'm running again is because I spent 44 years in education, most of them in Flint, but at different places. I was at Powers, I was taught in inner city Chicago. But after, when I retired, I thought, what do I do with all this that I've learned? Most of my years were at Monadnock High School, so I worked with students, both teenagers and adults, who were not successful in a regular program. So I felt like I had something to contribute, and I felt I've used that well in my contributions to the board right now. I think I've been a good asset to this Board of Education for the last 5 years. I think I've brought the balance in from the educator side, the parent side, as well as the resident side.
A lifelong resident of Flint. Besides the 5 years that I was in North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, majoring in landscape architecture with the city planning and urban development concentration. Again, I am a former classmate of Flint Northern High School here in Flint, Michigan, go Vikings, and have been a continuous supporter of the city of Flint, member of the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church in the north side of the city of Flint. The reason why I am running for re-election is because when I was appointed in 2011 to the Flint Board of Education, I came onto the board with my mentality of a newer voice for newer Flint. And that has been my continuous draw as I continue to move and go as a board member in the city of Flint, is as we go forward with the newer Flint, we need newer ideas, newer innovative ways of creating academic opportunities for our students as we go into the newer Flint. And that's why I'm running for re-election.
Hello, my name is Aaron Garrett, another lifetime member of Flint here. Graduated Southwestern Academy in 1999, earned my bachelor's degree in business administration, and I actually recently went back to school to get my master's in public administration as well. I'm currently employed at Mott Community College in the Workforce and Career Development Division. I'm Interim Employment Services Coordinator for Mott Community College. I'm running for school board because I always felt that I could make a difference in my community, and I feel that time is right for me to step up and start putting myself out there. You know, if you're not willing to make yourself uncomfortable for your community, then you're not a leader in that community. And the other thing is that another reason is that I want to take my experience that I have with the last 6 years working in Mott Community College through the Workforce and Career Development Division to bring new ideas to the table to help prepare our students for the jobs that will be coming in the future. Thank you.
Hello, how's everybody doing today? My name is Dewan Robinson, and I am a resident of Flint, and I have been 2004 graduate of Flint Central, and I am the youngest, and I am the advocate and the representative for the younger generation. So I run because I want to change the culture overall. So we need to start with new young faces, like my colleague said, but we have to build new leaders. So I am representing in that place, and I am coming here to do my job to help for the younger generation. So I thank everybody for coming out tonight. We appreciate you here.
The Flint School District's deficit is estimated at over $20 million. Does the Flint School District need an emergency manager? Why or why not? And if one is appointed, would you be willing to work with him or her?
I'm in strong opposition for emergency management. I feel Flint should take the power back for themselves. I think we should find new innovative ways to create surplus. I think that we should put it in our hands to build that revenue. And that means involving the community. If we have a strong community base and kind of generate the funding for our schools and have that type of atmosphere and that relationship, I think we'll be a lot better off than having emergency managers come take in. It's just different ideas that we have to come up with, and we have to apply ourselves to get out of this debt that we're in. And even if in the case that we do have an emergency manager, of course I'll be willing to work with them because, you know, it's unity. We have to work together, along with the city officials, along with the master plan. We should work all together because we all play a part. So it's up to us to build this wealth. It's up to us to build our financial state. It's up to us to do it together. So I will be working with emergency managers, but I would like for us to do it on our own.
There's a deficit elimination plan that has been revised and has been submitted to the state for approval again. If that is approved, then I don't see why an emergency manager would be necessary to come into the Flint Community Schools at this particular time. It is discouraging to see, I think it was back in March when they found an additional $10 million because of bad accounting practices come up. But at least that's being recognized and it's being taken care of now. So as long as the plan is in place and we're working the plan appropriately, then I don't see the need for an emergency manager. If an emergency manager does come, then obviously I'd be willing to work with him or her because that's what it takes. That's what the state is dictating to us, that says we need to have this to make sure we can have the Flint Community Schools, or we're going to be or it's going to become consolidated. You know, the only other options is to lose the Flint Community Schools and be sucked into either a countywide or another district.